Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining for this video. As you can see from today's title, we're going to be reviewing the new NYX Total Control Pro Drop Foundation. For those that don't know, they have like revamped the formula, I think, so we're trying out the new Pro Drop formula. So if you want to see what my thoughts are, test out these new kind of shades which look really funky, then please keep on watching. Part of this video is kindly sponsored by Ana Luisa. So I've always been a massive fan of Ana Luisa's jewellery. I wear them practically near enough all the time. I'm always tagging them on my Instagram. Are currently having a Mother's Day sale on. Obviously in the US it is Mother's Day, which is amazing. Their sale, I believe, started around April 12th, which is amazing, and is still currently running now. The sale is 15% off all their products, which is amazing. I have always loved their jewellery. I am wearing currently a few pieces of them now, which I'm going to show you up close and personal. See, these are great gifts for Mother's Day personally. You can't really go wrong with a little bit of jewellery. My mum absolutely loved these when I showed them to her. She's more of a jewellery person than I am. I love jewellery, but my mum is like adores rings, loves a necklace, and then loves a cheeky earring, which I do as well. I get that from her. I think it's so lovely to get your mum a piece of jewellery because it's just one of those things every time she'll put on, she'll think of you. I love it. My mum is just an incredible woman who I just hope when I grow up I am somewhat like her, because she's just incredible. I'll try and insert a few clips of her wearing them. She did absolutely love these. Last day for guaranteed standard shipping is before May 9th. So I think in the US it's the May the 5th, and I think internationally it is May the 3rd. So just for that, I will leave all the information in the description for you, just so you can get it in time for Mother's Day. If you didn't know, one of the biggest things I love about Ana Luisa is their whole sustainability idea. Have exceptional quality and they are carbon neutral, which is absolutely amazing. They have the highest production standards while eliminating excess waste. They really have great fair prices. So anything's ranging, I think, from $39 upwards, I believe. I think there's honestly something for everyone. I've got so much from them. I'm just like, you can layer them. I love styling these kind of pieces and layering them. You can mix and match. So the first piece we have on, you should see a clip of what they look like on the model. These are these Paris earrings. I love them. My mum really liked these as well. I love a gold hoop. The favourites is this layered necklace here. This is the Temple Black one. I've wanted this for ages and now I'm able to grab it. So these come together, but you can obviously layer them separately. I love this. I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot. And lastly, we have this cute little one. This is the Forget Me Not 14k gold one. This is like an all-in-one size. These are so lovely. And we're going to move on to the NYX foundation review. Okay, so NYX didn't sponsor this video. There was no obligation for me to post these products in this video. So we have 4 products here. 2 of them seem to be actual foundation shades, and these 2 seem to be mixing mediums, which is really cool. Original formula used to be one of my favorites. I do have a review of that on my Instagram, on my YouTube, which was a long time ago. Please don't watch it because of the state of me. These are new. I think these are like a revamped formula, I believe, but I'm just interested in these. I think the whole idea of it was the fact that obviously during lockdown and during COVID and during the times when people wasn't being able to go out and test these shades, a lot of people were getting like wrong shades sent to them. They were buying wrong shades, they couldn't find the right shade for them, so they have come out with like customizable drops that you can mix in with your foundation. I'm guessing your other foundations as well, which is lovely. Foundations. So I believe they retail for £16. They're available nationwide from May. Pressure, it said step 1, obviously pick your base. If your base is slightly off, then you can obviously go in with step 2, which is the customize section. So we have this one right here, which is the warm one. It's the hue shifter. This is to shift to a cooler tone. I have here this new glow control illuminator, which seems really interesting, and use this alone apparently, or you can mix it with your formula, create either a warm or cool glow. I think this is the warm one as well. So these look really interesting. I think I'm going to try and see if I can use a little bit of this one today rather than this, depending on how the shades fit me. So I was given the 2 shades, medium olive and medium buff. Going with medium buff because it just looks generally a little bit more neutral, which I am. The brush that we're going to use is my favourite brush. It's the IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush. I highly recommend everyone getting their hands on this brush. It's just an incredible brush. I'm going to actually mix it with the illuminator. This is in the shade Warm. So this is what this one looks like. It looks very interesting. So I'm hoping this will create not too much of like a glow, because I don't want to look too glowy. They did actually give me a little mixing stand, which is really nice. Let's take a few drops in there. The shade doesn't look too bad. I don't see a huge difference so far from like the glowiness. It just seems like it's just disappeared into the foundation, but we should see. I think this might be ever so slightly light. So I'm just going to go in and apply this to the skin. as so. From what I remember about this foundation or formula similar to this is that it was super full coverage. This does seem like a thicker formula this time, which is interesting. So yeah, I could have done with the mixer shades to make it a little bit darker. So I always love to spritz my brush to start to blend this in. First off the bat, I can definitely tell it's got that glowiness to it. The shade is a little bit too fair for me because I have tanned my face recently. I still see the coverage element to it. Easy to work with, really easy to blend in. I'm just being really messy with it. I don't even think I need to go in with a sponge. Sometimes I go with a sponge if I've put on too much, but this is really, really lovely. I will say though, I have got a few dry patches and I could just see from afar that it has slightly clung to those dry patches and accentuated them just a tad, but sometimes that happens when I initially apply a foundation, but once it settles into the skin, it doesn't really look that bad. I've got a really bad dry patch here. It's ever so slightly clinging to it. It's just because I've done my extractions recently. But yeah, it feels nice on the skin. The Glow Illuminator has definitely like showed up. I think I might have applied a tad bit too much. I haven't got many complaints. It just feels very, very similar to the original one, which I was a huge fan of a few years ago. And I remember how that felt on my skin. So yeah, so far it's a thumbs up. I'm not raving and screaming about it, but I like the ideas that they have with it because I know a lot of people will relate and probably need that as like a little extra product. Do I think this is necessary for me? No, because I like to just like make myself look a little bit more glowy with highlighter or like just like a tinted moisturizer rather than having to buy an extra thing to do that. But yeah, I look really, really pale right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of my face off of camera, warm myself up a little bit, make this match my face, and then I'll be back. On the rest of my face, this is the makeup look that we've gone ahead with. I thought I'd just go with a little bit more of like a summery vibe and then a cute little pink lip. Yeah, I've had this on for a good few hours now. I've done like some things with my dog who is just currently sitting right there sleeping. This is what my skin is looking like up close and personal. May I just say I do have texture, I do have blemishes, I do have a few dry spots currently, but I like the glow has sort of like not made like the dry spots look dry. I don't know how to explain that, but it sort of just added a little like gloss onto the skin. I'm not wearing any highlighter or anything like that, and you can see what this like glow is doing. I'm referencing the Illuminator Control ones. That is really, really nice. I wasn't expecting it to do that. It's picking up really, really nicely on my lighting, so I can imagine what it would be like in the sun. But yeah, I quite like this. That's just my nose piercing. No, that was just a little bit of powder. So far, I'm like quite impressed. I do really, really like this. It is definitely giving me like a medium to full coverage. I definitely see this more on the fuller side rather than it being like medium light coverage. I have worn this for a few hours. I do know that the previous one that was very, very similar was also really, really long lasting. And I do wish that this came out a little bit bigger bottle. Now I know this comes with only 30ml of products. Now you only need a drop or two. I always tend to go a little bit more than what I usually would. So I tend to go through these quite a lot. That's why I stopped buying them. 2 to 3 drops maybe per side, or maybe like 4 drops for around the whole face, and I think you'd be like pretty good to go. Overall, I've got no complaints whatsoever. I think this foundation is really, really lovely. I also really like the Illuminator drops. Personally, I think I need a better shade because my neck is obviously a lot darker than my face, but I've sort of made it work with bronzer. Do I think they needed to revamp the formula? Personally, no, just because I just love the first one. But again, they must have seen that people wanted it revamped, or they just wanted to improve, and there's nothing wrong with a little improvement, especially if it still comes out as good. What's great is that you don't just have to use it with one foundation, you can use it with all the other foundations that you have. So that's also another thing that is really, really good. So yeah, overall, I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed filming this video for you. There's nothing I can really go, oh my god, yes, everyone needs this, but it's great to try. It's drugstore-ish, like NYX fits in like the drugstore area, doesn't it, because it's in Boots. But yeah, overall I really liked it and I definitely recommend. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Just to remind you again that Anna and Luisa are having a 15% off sale for their Mother's Day, so off of all their products. You can treat yourself, your mum, or someone that you love to some cute little jewelry pieces, which I am absolutely adore. And obviously, of course, I did a more out there look today just so you can show you that they do match up as well. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and I shall see you in my next one. Bye.